Okay, so I'm Grace Libra. I go to Bournemouth University studying media production, and I'm a third year placement student.
Could you tell us your hometown?
So I'm from Marlow in Buckinghamshire.
Could you remind us of the course you're currently studying at university?
The course,
The course you're currently
yeah,
studying.
media production.
Why did you choose your course?
Um, what from school, I always knew that I wanted to go into media because I don't have a very good attention span. So kind of standard subjects never really I was never bad academically, but they just didn't excite me, and I just wanted something to just keep me constantly interested and be passionate about. I just decided to go down the media route, did a bit of research, found out that Bournemouth was quite well renowned for media, and media production as a course itself is very broad, and I didn't really know what part I wanted to go in, so I just thought I'll just do a bit of everything, and you specialize as the years go on. So
Okay.
that's why.
You're now in your third year of your course. What have you thought of your course?
Um, yeah, no, I've really liked my course. Definitely been ups and downs. I didn't realize when I first started it that I needed to do. We did coding as one of our units, and I can't do that. I mean, I wasn't alone. There was a lot of people that struggled with that, but um, that definitely wasn't something that I was expecting to do. So that was really hard, but it's also a good skill to learn. But yeah, no, it has been all in all a very good and interesting course.
Could you tell us did you come from a sixth form or college background?
So I came from a sixth form.
What subjects did you study in sixth form?
So I did media studies, A level, creative and media production, BTEC, and geography.
Did any of these subjects help you with your course?
Yeah, so both the media ones really helped me with my course. In terms of the creative media production BTEC, that was all coursework. So we did a lot of productions, our own filming, some music videos, like short films, all sorts of stuff. So that was, we got to know about pre-production, post-production, and then along with media studies was more theory, still a bit of production. You do a lot of the theory side at uni as well. So that was all really helpful.
What do you think the best A levels slash subjects are for your course?
Ooh. Well, when I started at uni, a lot of people on my course had come, it was a mix, but a lot of them had come from a college background and done like film, photography, very more specific. I feel like sixth form, like A levels, were always a bit um, targeted more at theory than they were at practical. So, for example, Adobe is like it's the Adobe suite is something that is used massively in media production at uni,
Could
and
you
I didn't
explain,
know.
could you explain what the Adobe Suite is for
Yeah,
students?
sure. So it's in like an editing software package. So the main one is, which is like industry standard, is Premiere Pro, which is just a piece of editing software. And quite a few of the people on my course had already got to grips with that, and I had only used iMovie for in sixth form. So I mean, I think it would definitely help you out to do a course at either sixth form or college, which would allow you to develop your skills in things like Adobe Premiere Pro or just the Adobe Suite. Because there's loads of different packages like Photoshop, Illustrator, Audition for different types of editing, basically. So I
Okay.
think doing that would be really helpful.
You're now in your third year on your placement year. So you've a couple months into your placement. Could you tell us where your placement is?
Yeah, so at I'm at the Walt Disney Company in London, but I'm not because it's COVID and I have to work from home. But I'm part of the National Geographic team.
Could you tell us what it's like working at your placement?
Um, I mean, it's definitely not as I expected because I was meant to start in July and be in the office, but because of unforeseen circumstances, it's I've now I started in September, and I've been completely based at home, but it has been amazing, like unlike any other experience still. It's really interesting to kind of incorporate what I've been learning at uni into the job, but also realizing that half the stuff I've been learning at uni just doesn't even really matter in terms of the job. But it's definitely been really eye-opening to the actual media industry and the real world, rather than just learning about it all the time.
If we go into your university, where are you currently studying?
Where am I currently studying?
Yes.
Bournemouth University.
If we go into the best and worst things about studying at Bournemouth University, starting off with the worst.
Oh god, the worst. The worst thing about studying at Bournemouth. Oh god. Don't really know. I don't. I've never really had a bad word to say about Bournemouth, to be honest. I've loved it. So
Could you tell us the best things then?
okay, best things: the beach, the nightlife. The staff are really amazing and really supportive on my course anyway. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I found personally, and the placement connections and support they give you is incredible. Like the amount of networking events they open up to you, special guest speakers, even Zooms. I think they're still doing now with people from the industry, so students can still get to talk to them. And we have there's a guy you can go to like go through your CV and what job you think would best suit you. I think in terms of setting you up for your future post grad, that is a massive plus that Bournemouth has.
Okay. If we now go into your accommodation, where did you live in your first year?
So I lived in Home Park, which was a student halls.
And what did you think?
Yeah, I loved it. So I went and I'd seen it before, so I knew what to expect, kind of thing.
So is Home Park on the spectrum if we go from party house to chill/study house? Where does it fit on the spectrum?
Well, I think it really depends on who you live with. So I had a bit of a interesting combination of people to live with in first year. Was a lot of partying, but a lot of chill as well. And they had study rooms in there that were separate to your flat that you could go down and just go in, and you had to be quiet in there, which was really good because I find it really hard to work and live in the same space, kind of thing. But it definitely, I mean, it was really, really close to town. It was literally like a 5-10 minute walk into town, so it's very easy to get to all the clubs and stuff.
And your second year?
Second year, I moved and lived in Winton.
So into a house?
Yeah, into a house.
What was it like going from Home Park to a house?
So I definitely preferred living in a house because you get a lot more freedom. Like you don't have security guards, for example, on the doorway, which you have in halls. And we had like a driveway, and we didn't have that for cars unless you wanted to pay for parking in halls if you wanted to bring a car down. It's a walking distance to uni as well, which was handy. And I think it's just nice because you get to choose, because in first year you just kind of get put into a flat with loads of random people. And then in your second year, you get to choose who you live with. So by that point, you kind of make some ground and choose the people that you know you're going to get on with. So yeah, no, it was good.
What do you think the best university accommodation is for first years?
Oh God,
For price.
For price, so I'd say Dorchester's a good one because it's not cheap. I mean, none of them are, but it's not. You get a double bed and it's a nice size kind of flat. And again, location and stuff wise, that's good. So for price, all the new ones are lovely, but they are ridiculously expensive. So
just find what fits you.
Pardon?
Would you say just find what fits you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's probably a personal thing, but I would never choose to like live somewhere unless I'd gone to see it, because you just need to get a feel for it yourself. So if you want certain luxuries like a double bed or a bigger kitchen space, then you probably have to go for one of the more expensive accommodations. But if you're not fussed about that kind of stuff, then you can go for a cheaper one. But
If we now go into the university area, could you tell us about the Bournemouth nightlife? What's the club for you? What was the club pre-COVID for you?
um, I mean, so I joined society in the second year. So Cameo was definitely,
Cameo Wednesdays
yeah,
is a name that keeps coming up.
because I was part of a society, so you dressed up for a social on a Wednesday. So I just liked like it was kind of like a thing to look forward to, of just getting dressed up, going with your society, all that kind of, like, not just the night itself, just the whole like build up and things. That was really good. But to be honest, I liked all of them. I went to loads.
And what's the Bournemouth nightlife like?
No, it's really good. I've visited quite a few universities, like to see friends, and I'd definitely say that Bournemouth's got my favourite nightlife, because I think there's quite a lot of variety. Like there's just different clubs for different nights. There's lots of bars. There's also lots of there's like a crazy golf course. Loads of Weatherspoons, which is always really good. No, I think it's got really good variety, and it's not that expensive either, which is always a bonus.
Do you think Bournemouth has more local shops or chain shops? So like this is shopping wise.
Shopping wise, probably got more chains. Like in the town centre, it's got a lot of chains. There are a few little, like, you've got to look for them, but there are a few little shops, little bespoke novelty ones around. In Winton, there's quite a lot of independent cafes. There's quite a few of them around, which are really nice.
And if we go into restaurants, is it again more chain or more local?
I'd say restaurants wise, there's more of a mix than shops wise. I think there's more independent ones than there are independent shops. But in terms of like BH2, like the town like centre kind of thing, that's definitely chain. There's like chains everywhere.
What general advice would you give to students about to study at university?
I would say that don't just go to university because like everyone tells you that's the thing to do. Like it's not. You don't have to. Just make sure it's the right choice, because it is a lot of money and it is a lot of independence. And if you don't love a course enough, then it's not worth it, because you need to be enjoying what you're doing for the money you're spending, kind of thing. But do your research. There's stuff out there, you just have to look for it sometimes. And if you're unsure, take a gap year and have a think about it. You can always apply and defer a year. I mean, I took a gap year and it was the best thing that I did. So
what advice would you give to students about to study at Bournemouth University?
Advice, I would say make use of the resources you've got around you and opportunities. Like I constantly get emails about getting involved with different things. I mean, not so much anymore now I'm on placement, but before, I got lots of emails about getting involved in different things, going to networking events, going to see speakers, just all sorts of different things I had on. Just do them all if you can, because if you show your teachers that you're
Eager.
Yeah, if you show them that you're passionate and you're eager and you want to be involved, then they're going to remember you more and they're going to offer you things. And then if you get more networking at different networking events, then that's going to help you with a job in the future or a placement. So yeah.
And what advice would you give to students about to study your course at university?
Going with an open mind, because they do throw a lot of different things your way. For sure. So definitely go in with an open mind, but don't think that you can't do something just because you've like never heard of it before. So it's just, even if you fail, it's experience at the end of the day, and it is a learn. So it's not going to be a bad thing even if you don't do very well at it. And a lot of it is group work as well. So you just use the support of your peers, because if you're in a group of 5, there's bound to be one person that's more confident at something than the rest of you. So just always remember to ask for help if you need it from other people.
Okay. You chose going to university over an apprenticeship / going right into work. What path you to make this choice?
Well, I definitely personally wanted to have a uni experience, as they say. Like that's always been something that I've wanted to do. And in terms of media, I know there are media apprenticeships out there, but it's really, really competitive. So I thought that I would, for my personality as well, it would be better for me to go down the university route, network that way, whilst getting a degree, and then hopefully can get my foot in the door through doing that, rather than trying to compete for an apprenticeship with like even less knowledge that I now know from going through university, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, I let students have what I like to call free for all. You can say what you want about your like. You could give advice. You could say something smart. You could say something dumb. You could put your ads. Literally, the floor is yours.
Okay. Oh, I would say lecturers love, like at uni, if you email them asking if you want to like set up, so like they have things like Nerve Radio, for example, at uni. And
At Bournemouth University, just to explain.
At Bournemouth
just
University, yeah,
wanted to clarify that. Could you explain quickly what Nerve Radio is?
So Nerve Radio is a student-run radio station for the university, and it allows students to just get involved and talk about. I mean, they're pretty broad. They'll let you come and talk about whatever you want. I mean, it's got to be allowed,
The regulation, yeah.
But I would say that again, in terms of getting yourself noticed and to show like lecturers that you're like passionate about the course you're doing and about going far, like postgrad, email and ask about different things you can get involved in, like Nerve Radio has it, like for Bournemouth. Because the student unions a lot of the time have so many different societies and clubs and like quirky bits that no one even really knows about that much, because there's so many of them. So trying understand what they are and then get yourself involved, or even suggest something new, because even if your suggestion is shot down, they're going to really appreciate that you put in the time to think about doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
Amazing. Thank you.
That is it.